Here's a simple truth you need to get your head around. The bloke who drags himself to the gym every single day, rain or shine, tired or not, will always beat the person who only goes when he feels like it. It's absolutely staggering how many of us say we want a spectacular life, but at the same time, we're desperate to fit in, to just be normal. But by its very definition, if you aim for normal, you're aiming for average. Normal people get normal results. It's the weird ones, the outliers, who get the weird, unbelievable results. You simply cannot do what everybody else does and seriously expect to get something different from what everybody else has. Following the crowd guarantees you a spot right in the middle of it. So you've got to get up. Whatever that challenge is that's staring you down, you've got to move towards it and go on the attack. And you know what? There were days when it was hard, but I had to get up. I had to take ownership. Ownership of my life. Ownership of my time. Ownership of my day. And what I've found is that when you take that kind of decisive action, when you take that leap of faith and follow your gut, the universe has a funny old way of meeting you halfway. See, winners fail 1,000,000 times over. What makes them a winner is that they still believe. They're headstrong. They're relentless. Nothing is going to stop them. The spectators, the ones in the cheap seats, they've tried it and they've failed. And they remain sitting down. They don't get back up because their belief just wasn't strong enough. The naysayers let their own disbelief cripple their potential, convincing themselves they can't be more than they are. But when the rest of the world tried to shut you down, you woke up the next day and you told yourself, I've got this. This is what I do. This is what I breathe. This is who I am. You can't stop me. You have to decide that you're going to be the most formidable person walking into any room. It's time to get a grip. Stop crying about it. The choices you make right now, that's all on you. Are you still crying about something that happened when you were a kid? You're not a kid anymore. You're grown up. Take full ownership of your life. All the stupid stuff you're doing. Your parents didn't make you sit there playing video games for hours on end. So what are you crying about? So what if your dad wasn't there? You're not 10 years old anymore. It's time to grow up. I had to learn that lesson very quickly, and I think it gave me an edge. I had to learn how to make money. I had to learn how to make friends. I had to learn how to fight for myself, how to defend myself, how to protect my family. When your back is against the wall, that instinct to protect what's yours kicks in. All those instincts are already inside you. It's about pulling them out. And sometimes, pulling out the right ones requires a bit of a crisis, a real challenge to get you going. So, human up, and get on it. Because the weak will always struggle in this world. Success is reserved for the strongest. Every single time I felt that resistance, that hesitation before making a big move, I'd tell myself those words. It's time to step up. And then I would do it. You have to find the courage to follow through. Stop heifersing your own life. Every time I've raised my standards, people have tried to make me feel guilty for it. Maybe you're raising the bar too high. Maybe you're too tough on your people. Maybe you're a bit too edgy. They whisper that I'm too demanding. But don't you let them confuse you. You keep raising that standard. Sometimes, we really have to teach ourselves how to be an adult. And along that journey, we're going to stumble. We're going to bang our heads and learn some hard lessons. But you have to dig deep and do what you have to do. It's time to kill the part of you that's still a boy and let the man be born. The difference is all in how you look at it. How do you approach the problem? How do you deal with it? Do you see it for what it truly is? And then, what do you do about it? Do you cry? Mope? Drink it, Hawaii? Do you get angry and pick fights? Or do you just switch off, tune the world out and walk around like a zombie? Someone said to me, "Mate, I'm sad." I said, "Good. That's part of life." Do you think you're the only person on this planet who feels sad? Another said, "I'm going through depression." Welcome to the world, mate. Welcome to the rest of us. If you look at the stats on male suicide in the UK, The single biggest killer of men under 40 is themselves. Have we really forgotten what it means to be a good person? A good human being? It starts when you take responsibility for what you're doing. Take ownership of your world, of your life. Go and try to accomplish something that is genuinely hard. You might win, you might lose. You might succeed, you might fail. But I'll tell you what, either way, you will be better for it. If you avoid those hard things, if you don't accept the challenge, if you don't step into that cold water and instead you just sit on your sofa eating crisps, I can promise you, that is not a good move. Don't do that. Just get up and move towards the challenge. Whatever it is, go and attack it. Wake up. Stop sleeping on your own potential. Step into who you truly are, into your own intelligence and brilliance. You've been given a gift, something great. Release it into the world. Whatever that goal is, whatever that seemingly insurmountable mountain has been in your way, whether it's losing weight, sorting your finances, fixing your mindset, your relationships, your career, I don't care what it is. Get it done. This is not the year for sleeping on yourself, and you have to believe that nothing is going to stop you. If you didn't create me, you can't break me. If you didn't make the sun rise this morning, you can't stop me. My purpose, my will, my dedication, it's all about getting the job done. Because that's what I'm about. I'm about that business. I'm about that life. What are you about? Stop making excuses. That teacher doesn't like you. Why? Don't just blame her. Go look in the mirror and take full ownership. Ask yourself, why doesn't she like me? Am I being disrespectful? You sit there watching sporting heroes make their dreams a reality, and you don't think you can. If you put in the same time they put into their craft, where could you be? I started studying, and I realized that for what I wanted to do, I needed to educate myself to the highest level. And you know what? I had to get up and do it, even when it was hard. I had to take ownership of my life, my time, my day. Change only happens when the pain of staying the same becomes greater than the pain of changing. If you're angry, use it. If you're sad, use it. What else are you going to do with it? You might as well let it help you before it ends up using you. There's a moment when every boy realizes no one is coming to save him. That's the moment he becomes a man. Some boys never get there. They stay children forever. Nobody is coming to save you. No one is going to build your business for you. No one is going to make you a better, more persuasive person. Only you can do that. There are so many grown men and women who are still just boys and girls because they're waiting for someone else to come and change their life. The only thing that is valuable, my friend, is how you see yourself in the mirror. Are you happy with the person walking beside you? No one is coming. Nobody is going to take responsibility for your dreams. Nobody is coming to finish that project you've been thinking about. No one is coming to grow your business, to heal your pain, to improve your marriage, or to make more money for you. It is up to you. It has always been up to you. Your life is your responsibility. So what? You slip up, you fall down. Big deal. That doesn't mean you stop. The question is, do you keep up? Or do you keep going? Even if no one else forgives you, learn to forgive yourself. Hold your own head high. When everybody else says no, you have to be the one to say yes. It's time to take ownership of every part of your life. Teach the next generation. Make the boy wash his own clothes. Teach him how to separate the colors from the whites. Let him cook. Teach him how to make a meal. Make him go to the supermarket. He might not do it as well as you at first, but give him a chance. Let him take ownership. Teach him how to change the oil in a car. Make him put petrol in it. It's about ownership. I love my daughter to bits, but when we go to the petrol station, my girl gets out and she fills the tank. Someone asked me why I make my queen pump her own petrol. It's because I need to teach her. One day I might not be here, and she needs to know how to put fuel in the car. I was thinking about the things you get from being part of an elite team, like in the military. It is a small version of what I think a lot of men are looking for. A sense of purpose, a brotherhood. They look for it these days in things like video games. Now, I am not judging people who play video games. I played them my whole life, but it seems we're getting more and more addicted because they give us something we're researching for in real life. and not getting that brotherhood, that purpose. These are things elite teams have in massive amounts. It comes from shared struggle. You could find it in a martial arts gym. It has almost become a running joke with my mates. If you have a problem in your life, go and train. There's a reason for that. You talk about discipline. Guess what it takes to go train when you're re-knackered and you do and feel like it. Discipline? Guess how you feel when you're done. You feel incredible. And who are you there with? A bunch of people you can relate to, and you're going to struggle together, sweat together, go through hardship together. You build a little brotherhood. And by the way, it's not just for men. Women train too. My daughters all train. It's for everyone. Could you go to the rock climbing gym? Yes. The CrossFit gym? Yes. The football pitch? Yes. Go and do that stuff. That's shared suffering with a group on a regular basis, whether you want to or not. Those are the ingredients. What does a military platoon do? They train for war. They go out to the desert, carry their kit, run through drills. They get hot, they carry weight. It's suffering. It's shared suffering while working together and learning skills. That's what you're doing in the gym. That's what you're doing on the pitch. So, go out and do those things with other human beings. It will make things better, for sure. So listen to me very closely. Fellas, it's time to grow up. Take ownership. Don't you ever say you don't have something because of what somebody else did. I need you to take ownership of your time and of your mind. I used to get so mad at my son. I always knew when it was a game day because he'd DB up at 6 in the morning. His kit was ready. His boots were ready. He'd eat a proper breakfast. I'd ask him what was going on and he'd just say, game day. Friday night lights. And I'd be so upset. He'd say I was hating on him, that I couldn't stand that he was going to be a football player. I'd tell him, I'm not hating on your son. What I hate is that you don't have this same energy for school, for your actual life, that you have for football and for chasing girls. All I'm asking for is that same energy you put into sports. I'm asking you to put that into your own mind. A good man is a man who can protect, who can provide, who can serve, who can comfort, who can discipline, whatever's necessary to make the world a little bit better because he passed through it. The loudest voices in this world belong to the 99% who do you and to understand what it truly takes. That's why, when I speak, you don't quite understand me, it's probably a good thing. It probably means I'm in a place in life that you haven't reached yet. It's astounding how many people want to be spectacular but also want to be normal. You are aiming for average. Normal people get normal results. Weird people get weird results. Be the person who embraces the ugly, the miserable parts of the journey. Be the person who embraces the hard work, the grind. Don't be afraid of getting hurt. Don't be afraid of sacrificing some blood. Ask any of that legendary basketball player's teammates, and they'll all say one thing about him. He never asked them to do something that he was undoing himself. People will say, oh, he wasn't a nice guy. He was a tyrant. Well, that's your perspective, because you've never truly wanted something with every fiber of your being. If you're cool with walking in the shadows of your potential, having a quiet chat with the man in the shadow because no one else is around, if you're cool with that kind of life, then the world is your playground. I went to a powerlifting competition a couple of years back. There was this one chap there, holds a bunch of records in the squat. He's a normal, working-class guy from a town on the outskirts of Newcastle. Watching that man warm up is something else. He has a sacred playlist, songs he never listens to unless he's about to step onto the lifting platform. He's got these massive headphones on, just pacing up and down like a bull ready to be let out of its cage. And when he steps out on stage, the hairs on the back of your neck stand up. You're watching a man channel pure fury. He's the god of war in that moment. And then there are the critics. Your brother, your mom, your friend. The first thing they'll say is, you've changed, or, oh, you're... Try an asterisk. That asterisk now, are you? Here we go again. The thing is, it's not about them being right or wrong. Let's say you wanted to start a podcast, and you did 3 episodes then fell off. They'll think, I told you so. Stop with these crazy dreams. But you are still closer having done 3 episodes than having done 0. It's about being directionally correct. You have to realize that critics are correct more often than not on small things. But when it matters most, they are profoundly incorrect. I used to think that I needed to be the guy in charge, the main man. But then I realized, no, you don't need to be the guy. You're a leader, yes, but you need to support your leader. It's not about you. That realization changed my entire attitude, because from then on, I understood that I don't always need to be the center of attention, which is what our ego screams for. It's not about us. In fact, in a situation where the person in charge wants to do something, maybe they see something I don't. Maybe they have a different strategic objective. Me undermining that just to make myself feel important is pure ego. What you have to do is subordinate your ego, support the person in charge, and move forward together as a team, because that's what it's about. It's not about me. It's about the team. If you are someone who deals with a crippling sense of not being good enough, your ability to dismiss any good thought you have is going to be incredibly strong. If you try to lead with blind positivity, I'll just think it, wish it, believe it, and I'll achieve it. Your default setting of negativity will crush that into the ground. I'm speaking from personal experience here. You have to start with action. It needs to be. What would have to happen in a week's time for me to look back on this week and feel genuine pride in myself? Stop breaking promises to yourself. If you say you're going to wake up at 7 a.m., then when the alarm goes off, do not hit the snooze button. That's one win for the day. That's action. You want to leave your job and become a writer? Fine. Can you commit to writing 1 article a week for the next 3 weeks? Doing that would make you feel less like a loser, wouldn't it? Action has to come first. Winning requires you to go so deep inside yourself that it's way beyond the surface. It's going to a place that a lot of people haven't visited in a long time because they're afraid of who I find Tere. They don't recognize that person anymore. Some people think life is just about existing inside the world, trying not to bash into the walls too much, have a nice family, save a little money. But that is a very limited life. Life can be so much broader once you discover one simple fact. Everything around you that you call life was made up by people who were no smarter than you. And you can change it. You can influence it. You can build your own things that other people can use. The minute you understand that you can poke life and something will pop out the other side, that you can mold it, that's maybe the most important thing to learn. When I was growing up, my idea of masculinity was a man who was in control of himself, who wasn't mean, wasn't pushing people around, who was decent, who treated women well. Treating women with respect is a masculine virtue. It comes from a position of strength. You're not insecure about your masculinity. You don't have to prove you're a man by demeaning women. Respecting them is a sign of your strength, of being secure in who you are. You don't need to put other people down to make yourself feel bigger. The problem is, we lack good icons out there. Your aggression, your assertiveness, your drive, that's a good thing. It's how things get done. It's what energizes you, what makes you ambitious. It just has to be channeled. It has to be disciplined. You have to see who you are, see the virtue in it, and see the power in that. I always tried to outwork people. That's how I made my mark. We were playing against this championship-winning team, the best in the league, with 2 of the greatest players of all time. The game was at 7 p.m. I thought, you know what? I'm going to get to the arena at 3. I'm going to make 400 shots before I even think about getting ready. So I get in the car, get to the gym, and as I'm walking onto the court, who do I see? I see one of their superstars, already working out, drenched in sweat. I worked out for a good hour and a half. When I was done, I sat down, and I could still hear the ball bouncing. Primera lukid, ober. And this guy was still going. It's not like he was being lazy. He was practicing game-winning moves. Ober and ober. I just sat there and watched him for another 25 minutes. He finally finished. Later that night, he dropped 40 points on us. After the game, I had to ask him. I said, "Mate, why were you in the gym for so long?" He looked at me and said, "Because I saw you come in, and I wanted you to know that it doesn't matter how hard you work. I'm willing to work harder than you." He told me it wasn't personal, that seeing my work ethic just inspired him to be better. And that was the first time I understood this level of competitiveness. And I said to myself, I need to start doing more. You are a man. Stand up and be a man. Make the hard decisions. Make the sacrifices. Make the unpopular choices. Become comfortable in your own skin. And if you are not a person that you are comfortable being alone with, then that is the one person in this entire universe that you have the full power, the full right, and the full responsibility to change. You become a man when you become responsible for other people. I grew up in a culture that told me going to war makes you a man, or making $1 million makes you a man. It doesn't. We all have our own battles, our own roads we have to walk. It's cliche, but money doesn't make it better. Fame just magnifies the problems and the opportunities. But I never looked at things as problems. I look at them as opportunities. The world did this, society that. Well, what an opportunity you have to make a difference. You never know who's watching. Winners fail 1,000,000 times. What makes them a winner is that they are headstrong. Nothing will stop them. The spectators tried and failed, and they stayed down because they didn't believe enough. Why do people just assume that tomorrow is guaranteed? Why do they think the sun owes them another rising? Why do people think that having more time is the best time to have? You don't have a lot of time, ladies and gentlemen. All you have is what you have right now. And what you have is all you need to get up and be about your business. Because life is just that. It's business. So, what are you going to do? Are you going to lie around and wait for your opportunities to pass you by? Arm yourself with words. Be precise in your language. Say what you mean. Read the works of great men and great women. Make yourself literate. Get your tongue under your own control. Get rid of the ums and the likes and the you-knows. Get rid of everything you say just to impress other people. And just try to say what you believe to be true. Sometimes, you can be in a meeting and be the smartest person in the room, and the best move is to not let anyone know it. Let everyone else talk. Let them think they're smarter than you, while you see what's really going on. Other times, you could be the least knowledgeable person in the room, but you've got to make them think you're their equal. If you can master that, you can get just about anything you want. Let people talk first. Get as much out of them as you possibly can. And then you can figure out your move. I had to sit down with a difficult character a few times, and I knew he could never believe that I was getting the better of him. So, in the middle of the argument, I had to figure out what he really wanted, so I could get what I wanted, while letting him think he'd won. It's all about how you carry yourself. In our arsenal, we have different tools. We have physical tools, talent, strength, technique, timing. But in our minds, we have other tools. Visualization, emotional control, and on a spiritual level, we have hope, faith, patience. Those elements give you the chance to let a situation cook slowly, to see how it develops. If you're impatient, if you don't have hope, if you don't truly believe in yourself, you'll rush and you'll fail. But if you have faith, you'll find the light. You'll find the opening. You become smoother, even on the bumpiest of rides. My growth depended on this, not just physical, not just mental, but spiritual, too. I think one of the things people really struggle with is being honest with themselves. The massive difference between understanding who you are versus who you wish you were. I think I would struggle a lot if I didn't genuinely know who I was. And once you know who you are, you get much more comfortable with what you're up to. Are you going to let success just sit around and wait for you? You think success is your best friend? Success doesn't care about you if you don't care about it. You know why? Because success has already made up its mind. It's already moving. It is hunting for the one person who wants it the most. But you're not hunting, you're sitting around waiting. You become less of yourself because you believe you have the potential to be the best version of yourself. So you just sit back and you wait for someone to pat you on the shoulder and say, it's okay, at least you gave it your best. Your best isn't good enough. Your best doesn't work. You need to go beyond your best. You need to let the world know that you exist. You need to show them that you're made different, you're built different, that you're stronger, more passionate, and you believe in yourself. When the rest of the world shuts you down, You have to be the one who wakes up the next day and says, I've got this. This is what I do. This is who I am. You cannot stop me. In your life, just be an agent for good. It's like people who say, I support the troops. What do you actually do for them? Do you send them packages? No. Do you walk up to them in an airport and shake their hand and thank them for their service? No. Doing nothing doesn't mean you support them. It just means you're not against them. To be a good man or woman, you first have to be a dangerous one. Now, being dangerous is not the same as being a threat. Often, the most dangerous man in the room is the quieted. You can be a fully good person if you are not also a dangerous one. To be good is to do good for people, and sometimes doing good means protecting them. And finally, be educated and be wise. The brain is a muscle. The more you work it, the stronger it gets. But wisdom is different. Wisdom isn't what you know. It's knowing how to apply what you know. Knowledge is knowing a tomato is a fruit. Wisdom is knowing not to put it in a fruit salad. Your time is coming. Keep believing. Keep fighting. Don't just watch. Go out and prove them wrong. Thank you for being part of the journey. If you liked it, please like, comment, and subscribe. Bye.